weeks away. 6 weeks behind the bars, where the truth became my flame. I held on to my story, where they tried to break my name, and when they sent me back, isolation closed the door. But even in the silence, I became something more. I walked through the shadows, but I never lost a fight. Through the coldest kind of darkness, searching for a spark of light. Every step a testament, every breath revive. I'll survive the night in Brussels, and I'm standing here now. From the alleys to the silence, from the cell to the dawn, I'm the proof that even broken souls can rise and carry on. It was evening when the whisper cut the silence like a knife. Cold man, someone shouted, and it froze the room to ice. My brother in the shadows had to answer to the call. He agreed before he knew the name that would be thrown at all. Then the giver of the duel said, "You won't like what's ahead." And when he spoke my name out loud, our faces both went dead. We didn't sleep a second, just stared at the prison walls, waiting for the sunrise and whatever fate would fall. The dew was hanging over us like thunder in the air. Two friends caught in a moment, built from tension and despair. We walked the halls together, hearts too heavy to conceal. And I whispered, something's wrong here, I can't shake the way I feel. But the morning kept on moving and the world kept turning still. And we braced ourselves for destiny, the night they called the dew. They split us on a transport, sent us both to face the judge. But on the road returning, I felt metal twist and lunge. Sparks flew past the window like a warning from the sky. A near collision shaking every fear we tried to hide. Back inside the prison yard, the air was sharp and thin. We waited for the moment we would leap the fight again. But something in the silence felt different in the light, like the world was rearranging what was written for that night. The dew was hanging over us like thunder in the air. Two friends caught in a moment, built from tension and despair. We walked the halls together, hearts too heavy to conceal. And I whispered, something's wrong here, I can't shake the way I feel. But the morning kept on moving and the world kept turning still. And we braced ourselves for destiny, the night they called the dew. Then the warden called him forward with a paper and a pen, a signature of freedom, and he never come back in. I watched him walk to daylight while the echoes disappeared, and the dew dissolved like smoke from everything we feared. The dew was just a shadow that never came to life, a story built from darkness, from exhaustion, violent night. Two friends who faced a moment that could break a man in two, but fate rewrote the ending when the morning broke through. And though the memory lingers like a scar that never heals, I survived the night they whispered, the night they called the blue. In the heart of Belgium's nights, where the shadows hid the fight, there were souls who stood for justice when the world had lost its sight.
Silent heroes in the dark, carrying a fragile spark, holding on to hope when everything was falling apart.
Some were taken far away,
but their courage still remains.
Here's to the guardians of the light, those who stood for what was right, even when the darkness closed around. They never stepped aside.
For every name we'll never know, every heart that had to go,
We raise our voices high tonight for the guardians of the light.
in my halls where silence grew, they protected me and you, facing storms that no one saw, fighting battles no one knew.
Some are missing to this day, gone beyond the lines we trace, but the strength still echoes softly in the freedom we embrace.
Some were taken far away, but their courage still remains.
Here's to the guardians of the light, those who stood for what was right, but then the darkness closed around. They never stepped aside.
For every name we'll never know, every heart that had to go,
We raise our voices high tonight for the guardians of the light.
if you listen to the wind, you can hear them breathe again. Every peaceful step we take is the legacy they give.
Here's to the guardians of the light, those who stood for what was right, even when the darkness closed around. They never stepped aside. For every name we'll never know, every heart that had to go, we carry them through every night. Our God is of the light. They wrote my name on a page I never signed, told the world a story that was never mine. Whispers in the hallway, shadows in the light. Every step I take, they're keeping me inside. I'm living in a cage built from someone else's lies, watching all the truth fade behind their eyes. But I feel the cracks forming under their control. You can bury the body, but never the soul. 3 years in the silence, 3 years in the dark, held without a reason, but they still call it love. I never broke a promise, never broke a single rule. If they keep me in the system, I not the lie you wrote. I'm the voice you tried to drown, but it's rising like smoke. You can lock every door, you can hide every key, but the truth you buried is waking up in me. Yeah. 3 years in the silence, but the silence starts to break. Every chain around me trembling from the weight. I never chose this battle, but I won't fade away. I'm the storm you didn't see coming. I'm the price you'll have to pay. 3 years without freedom, but I'm still standing strong. And the truth is coming, it won't stay hidden long.